Today I have a treat for you because I'm speaking to someone who's built one of the top real estate teams in Arizona and who's also deeply involved in giving back to the community, and that is Miss Janine Igliane.
Hi guys.
So Janine, why don't you introduce yourself and basically tell your story about how you created this real estate team that is amazing, and I'm so glad to be a part of.
I was gonna say, so it started 13 years ago. My dad has been a realtor my entire life, and when I was in high school and college, I worked in the hotel business, loved that, and my dad would talk to me and say, hey, you should really think about getting into real estate, but I just wasn't interested. Fast forward many years later, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My mom is at my house recovering from a surgery, and she has a massive stroke right in front of me. Literally, I had to stop her from falling off the couch and push her back up. And my mom, she didn't prepare for her future. She had just nothing saved, nothing planned for, and she was really young, and my life changed in an instant. At the same time, I had just had my third kid, my son. My husband was working in California and gone for a week to 2 weeks at a time. It was the hardest part of my entire life. And I just said, you know what? I need to do this real estate thing now. If I could just sell a house a month and help take some of that financial pressure off of my husband, take care of my mom, provide for her, it would be amazing. And so I did it and got my real estate license, and I very quickly fell in love with this business. This business, if you genuinely care about people, it is one of the best careers ever to have.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to join this team. I mean, I'd been working with you and the whole team, it's going on 5 years now, and then when I became an agent, there was a reason why I wanted to join this team, because I saw the value that we provide to the community on a regular basis. You know, not only serving our clients, how's it going? Hi. Not only by serving clients, but also serving community, because I think one thing that I see a lot of, which is very unfortunate, is a lot of agents are just transactionally based.
Yeah.
They don't care really about anything else about the person, right? Or building community or connecting people. And I think that's a huge mistake when you're trying to serve people. And that's one thing that I really admired from our team, you know, from afar, doing the media for so long. And I love that. You know, for instance, there's that amazing event that we do every year, the Cornhole for a Cause event, which is actually coming up pretty soon, right?
Yes, it is, this Saturday.
Yeah, so this Saturday, we'll plug that real quick because, so every year, well, why don't you go ahead and explain it?
So every year we do a big charity event, and every year a family has kind of been put in our lap that needs help. And so what we do is we get together, we have so much fun. So there's a huge cornhole tournament. We have a professional division, an amateur division. And then we also do trivia inside if cornhole isn't your thing. Tons of raffle prizes, some silent auction items. We have a DJ, dinner, drinks, the whole thing. And all the money that is raised goes to the family. And this year's family is the Wallace family. This is a really special family with a very sweet story, and so I'm very excited to honor them.
Yeah, so
and raise a ton of money for them.
Yes, please. So come out.
Yes.
It's actually this Saturday, April 11th, from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Power Ranch Barn.
Yes.
Which is literally just 15 minutes away from here, from our neighborhood here in Eastmark. So come out and support us. Let's get back to your story. And how did you come to build one of the most successful real estate teams in Arizona?
Hard work, grit, no, I'm just kidding. I feel like those are all like the cliche answers that you're supposed to give. But I would truly say for me, it starts with just loving this business, loving the people. How awesome, by the way, there's like a little t-ball game going on over here.
This is one of the things I love about this community is that, like, I would have never dreamed about this coming from San Diego in my neighborhood, because it just was not like this.
Which way are we gonna go?
We're gonna go this way right here. Oh, what's up? That's Adrian. What's up, buddy? Yeah, so that's my homie.
Oh, I love it.
You got a game today or what? Here? Okay.
That's what happens when you got to coach the team, you know?
Yeah, hey man, I feel that, brother. So what would you say makes our team different from the other real estate teams
Yeah.
you come across?
One of the great things about real estate is there are a ton of different ways that you can build your business. So no shade to anybody that does it differently. In fact, kudos to them. But our way is through geographic farming, which is being hyper local with the neighborhoods that we serve, and not just marketing and providing value to the neighborhood, but it's also about being of service, right? Giving back. So finding opportunities where there's things that are needed. I love partnering with the local elementary schools and helping the PTOs. We do a huge food drive every year. This is all to benefit House of Refuge, and it's House of Refuge's biggest food drive of the entire year. And that is the best thing because all the neighbors come out, they donate food, and we collect it, and then we bring it to House of Refuge in the name of those homeowners and those residents. And they love it because it's easy. It's a way for them to give back and feel like they're doing something good, but we make it easy for them. So I think our focus on not just wanting to help the people that live in our neighborhoods buy and sell and invest in real estate, but we want to give back and do good with them together. That is what makes our way of doing business feel so good and just so fun.
I agree. So hitting on that, touching people and reaching out to people and connecting people, even when we're not looking to do transactions. Obviously, if you do good things, you're going to help people, and people will want your business because you showed value to them in a different way, right? That's really what it's all about.
Oh, for sure.
Because how often do people buy or sell a home? Not very often.
Nope.
Right? So, but if you could help people and, one thing I do like about how we do business, at events, we don't even talk about real estate. We just talk to people.
Yep.
Because we're just people at the end of the day, right?
Yep.
We have our families, we have our work, we have our lives, we have our leisure activities. We're just people. No one wants to talk about houses.
No, totally.
Yeah, so.
And really, it's just to be of service and be a bright spot in someone's day so that when they do think of real estate, they think of you. And again, it's not something that people do every day, it's just every so often. So just being a resource, that's one of my favorite things. And this happened to you recently, where you're out in the community and someone approaches you or you run into them and they say, hey, I know who you are and I love what you do for the community. It is the best feeling because they're seeing us out there as givers and not just takers.
I love that. So Janine, do you have a difficult story maybe that you can share with us?
It doesn't happen too often, Ian, but sometimes. No, I actually had one very recently that kind of blew my mind. So I was selling a house for a neighbor and they were specifically selling it because they hated their neighbor, okay? And they were like, this guy is crazy, get us out of here. So we do the whole thing, get the house on the market, and the very first showing we have, the agent calls and says, I love this house, we're gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it, they love it. They were so excited. I'm like, awesome. 2 hours go by, I don't ever get the offer. She reaches out and she says, you won't believe what happened. I'm like, oh gosh,
I know what story this is.
So the neighbors the buyers were standing out in front of the house talking, and then they heard what they thought was like a domestic violence situation taking place. They called the police. Please come out, and the neighbors say, no, we were just pranking them.
Gosh.
And they're like, what kind of neighborhood is this? Like, we don't want to buy it. Okay, but it didn't end there. So then, a few days later, my client comes, who's a neighbor across the street, and says, hey, we saw that your sign was up in the front yard, but now it's gone. And I'm like, that's odd. Are you sure? Like, this sign should still be there. So my dad and my daughter go to the house to check on it for me because I was away. And they can't find the sign anywhere. So they're looking all around the house. You guys, it was in the backyard, floating in the pool. Signpost, everything.
Gosh.
Okay, it doesn't stop there. So then we get it under contract. Literally the next buyers come through, love it as again, make an offer, and they go to do the home inspection, and the inspector gets there and finds the pool filled with trash and the trash cans in the pool. So, needless to say, I understand why they wanted to sell and move. We got it closed, everybody's happy, and I haven't heard any more issues, so worked out.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I didn't believe it. I'm like, send me a picture.
People are crazy sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Goodness gracious. So on the flip side, do you have a story with a better ending, more heartfelt or warm?
In both situations, I always get the deal done, if you don't notice. That is a common theme. No, this story is actually one of my favorites. So I had a friend reach out to me. We were working out together, and she had her house listed with another realtor and wasn't able to get it sold. And they were under contract on a new build, coincidentally here in Eastmark. And she was like, we're really getting nervous because if we don't get our home sold, then we can't buy this home, and it's like our dream home. We're so excited. Can you help us? I said, of course. So she reaches out, cancels the contract with her current realtor, lets that contract expire, I don't remember. We get it listed, we get it sold and closed, and we did such a good job and got them such a great price that they took my husband and I out to dinner afterwards.
Oh, that's awesome.
And when we were at dinner, the husband, who was kind of quiet throughout the process, says, Janine, I just want you to know, because you did such a good job for us, not only were we able to buy our dream home, but we made extra money. We made more money than we even thought we were gonna make. And we were able to take that money and bless each of our kids with something. So like one of their kids needed a car repair, so they took care of the car repair. Different things like that. And it was like the best feeling ever because I did a good job for them. Not only were they able to buy their dream home, but they were able to bless each of their kids.
I love that. That's a great story right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Kudos to you, sister.
Thank you.
Goodness gracious. How awesome is this, by the way?
I love it.
Just gonna flip the camera around real quick, folks. I love seeing our community out and about like this.
Awesome.
You got the baseball fields packed. We got food trucks over here, right? So we're supporting small business, and the other kids are just hanging out, having a good time at the playground.
And also, this is like beautiful Arizona weather.
It is beautiful Arizona
I
weather.
love it.
It is not 120 degrees yet.
No, I love it.
But we're getting there, don't worry. All right, Janine, is there anything else you want to share?
Yes. So one of the things that I love about working with you, Ian, and I love that you've joined the team, is you truly align with our vision to take care of the client, have a heart for service. You want to do things not only really well, you want to do them excellently, and you're just an overall good dude.
Thanks, Janine. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
So I think anybody that is thinking about moving, especially here in Eastmark, would be so well served to reach out to you, because not only do you have the team backing you and supporting you behind you, but you have the systems, you have the knowledge, and you just have that heart to serve. So they would be in very good hands.
Thank you so much. That's super kind of you. Wow. I didn't pay her to say that, I promise. I promise you. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Walk and Talk Wednesdays this week. If you're looking to buy or sell, or if you're looking just to connect, I'm your boy, reach out. I'll see you in the next one.